How does a luxury Valentine sleepover turn into a public friendship collapse in less than 3 days? That's exactly what unfolded with Alabama Barker, the daughter of Travis Barker and stepdaughter of Kourtney Kardashian. What was supposed to be a glamorous girls' weekend in Los Angeles quickly spiraled into livestream exposés, leaked phone calls, online rumors, and one emotional breakdown that left the internet completely divided. And the deeper you look at the situation, the less it feels like simple influencer drama, and the more it feels like a young woman struggling to find something real in a world that rarely is. The weekend started off picture perfect. Flights were booked, influencers were invited, and Alabama planned a Valentine's sleepover streamathon filled with glam, food, music, and nonstop content. On camera, everything looked sweet. The girls were blindfolded while she surprised them with flowers and gifts. She smiled, laughed, and played the role of the perfect host. But if you paid attention, the energy felt slightly uneven. Alabama was giving, and everyone else was receiving. Viewers in the comments quickly noticed and started asking whether anyone had brought her anything. Some even said it looked like she was trying really hard to secure genuine friendship. It didn't come across as fake. It came across as someone who truly wanted the weekend to mean something. The first uncomfortable moment happened during dinner. A private chef was present, which isn't unusual given her background. However, when the chef offered to prepare Alabama's plate specifically, one of the friends chimed in expecting the same service. That's when it became obvious the chef was there only for Alabama. The atmosphere shifted. There was an invisible line between host and guests, between celebrity and influencer. Alabama seemed to sense the awkwardness immediately and quickly stood up to serve herself instead, later commenting online that she got up so fast. It was a small moment, but it highlighted something deeper. Wealth can create barriers even when you don't intend for them to exist. And when you're trying to build equal friendships inside unequal circumstances, those subtle dynamics matter. Soon after, rumors began circulating online. Reports and online speculation suggested there may have been substance use during the party. To be clear, there is no verified evidence confirming these claims. The chatter spread primarily through TikTok discussions and livestream commentary. Alabama addressed the rumors, saying she knew where they originated, but by that point, the narrative had already shifted. The glamorous Valentine's content was now overshadowed by controversy. Then came the incident that changed everything. After leaving an event in Hollywood, Alabama says the group was traveling in a security convoy when her longtime family driver was instructed to pick up another girl. According to Alabama, she wasn't informed beforehand. The girl, Malaya, was allegedly invited by Samaya. Alabama claims she didn't know her and felt blindsided. When she first heard the name, she thought it referred to a former best friend she has complicated history with, which triggered an emotional reaction. Even after realizing it was a different person, she maintained that the core issue was about boundaries. In her view, it wasn't simply about adding another passenger. It was about privacy, security, and respect in her own space. What hurt more than the pickup itself was what followed. Friends began choosing sides. One by one, they left Alabama's car to ride with Samaya. She later said she arrived with 4 friends and was left with just one longtime friend by her side. That night, she admitted she went home and cried. It was no longer about a disagreement. It was about feeling abandoned after flying people out and planning an entire weekend for them.
We drive to the next spot after leaving Lil Shimmy's concert. Once we get to this hookah lounge, I didn't walk in because it wasn't safe. It was in Hollywood. There was a lot of people around. I was just like, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. Who cares? So then we pull off. And when we pull off, the driver always follows behind the first car. That's just what goes on. Because security's driving the first car, the driver follows behind. That's it. Easy to understand, right? So then we pull up to the next studio that we were going to. And when we got there, I was like, where's our driver at? And I don't want to say his name. I don't know why. But he's like our family driver for 15 years. And security's like, Samaya had them pick somebody up. So I call Samaya and I'm like, did you pick somebody up? She's like, yeah, I went and picked somebody up. Her name's Malaya. So off bat, I heard Malaya and I hung up the phone. Samaya's trying to make it seem like I just hung up the phone on her face. No, bro, you said Malaya, my old best friend's name. So I hung up the phone. She clarified it wasn't Malaya.
Okay, so at that moment, Alabama was like, wait, you have my old best friend Malaya with you? And I guess Samaya had to clarify it wasn't the same girl that Alabama used to be friends with.
It was a different Malaya. I don't care who it is. Ask me before you have my driver pull over and pick up another girl that I don't know. Why is that hard to understand? Why can't we comprehend that? Why can't we understand that? So then I let Samaya know, and I was like, girl, like, why would you pick somebody up without asking me, who is this person? Can you have her take an Uber back to where she was at? And I wasn't cursing at Samaya. I wasn't being rude to Samaya. I just said, gang, you're tripping, basically, right? She texts me like, that's rude. That's so rude. I'm not going to leave this girl stranded. I never told you to invite this girl. Why would you take on that responsibility and make it my responsibility?
And it's not like Samaya's paying the bills for this driver. So kind of even a L on the driver's side because he should know better. Like, did Alabama approve of this?
I don't know this woman. And now you're making me look like an ass. Like, it's easy to understand. I just know if I was in Samaya's driver's car, I would never tell the driver to pull up and pick somebody up without asking Samaya. You get it? You get it. Okay, cool. Janellis is in the car with me. Janellis is like, well, I'm going to go with Samaya. Okay, bitch. Bye. Like,
Oh, so her friends are already ditching her for Samaya?
okay, like, what the fuck? So then Janellis gets out the car and goes with Samaya, and I get a text from Airhead, and Airhead says, she says, I'm going with Samaya. Everybody leaves me besides Nia, who I've known for 5 years. I came there with 4 people. I was left with 1. You guys are weird. You guys all left me due to the fact that I didn't want a random girl with me, but I'm the villain? I was like, y'all can grab your shit and leave my house then. Like, that's basically what I told them, because they all just kind of left me, and I went home that night and I cried. And Nia had to sit there and tell me, like, girl, these aren't your friends. Like, they all just left you based off the fact that they couldn't respect that you didn't want a random girl there. That's weird. All I wanted out of this whole trip was to fly you girls out, have a fun time, and give you guys a good experience.
Wait, flown them out too? So Alabama flew these people out? Oh no, Alabama, these are not your real friends.
Experience of LA. I didn't have a malicious intent towards anybody there, including the girl Jocelyn that decided she didn't like me, but that's so irrelevant. One of the girls, even that I flew out, I found her in my bed with a guy. And even Ari knew that shit was crazy.
Wait, not Kourtney Kardashian's house becoming a trap house? Like, what do you mean? Like, Alabama's friend was up in her bed with a random guy.
Oh, Ari's morals are fucked up. Ari said that shit was crazy. Like, these girls are nasty.
After hearing all sides, Alabama's in the right. Like, are you okay? You cannot be entitled with somebody else's things. First of all, why didn't you tell her you was going to pick somebody else up? Did you pay for the driver? Do you know the driver? So why would you, in God's green earth, do that? Stop being entitled. They had way too much entitlement. That's the crazy thing. And yeah, if you leave me, the person who brought you here, who did all this, not to say that she's like throwing it in their face, but if you like literally aren't here for me and I brought you to be here for me, then you can go. You're taking advantage of me. Oh, you want what I have? You want to use my resources, but you don't really want to be around me. So you're a user.
Once we exchanged words, Ari and me, we hit below the belt. Like, I'm saying, like, you did this, you did that. She's telling me I'm built boxy. I'm telling her she looks like a man. Like, we're going at it. If you want to put everything on the floor. Like, I don't care. I'm saying everything. She's talking about my body. I'm talking about her face. I don't care anymore. That's the words we exchanged. I told her who she slept with. She told me who I slept with. So then me and Ari get into it while Samaya and Janelle are at my house. These 2 girls are shit-talking Ari in my house after they just left Ari, right? Samaya takes it upon herself to be like, I'm not gonna lie, I was shit-talking you with Ari last night too, because I felt like what you did was weird. What the fuck did I do? Tell you I didn't want a random bitch in my car? And she said this to me, and I said, well, if you were shit-talking me, you should probably leave, because I don't respect that. Samaya was like, oh no, it wasn't like that, it wasn't like that. Samaya, shut up. I wake up and I'm by myself again. And guess who left me again? Janellis and Samaya. Basically, all these bitches, yes, the bitches, left me for a random girl, shit talked me in my home, and then
Kourtney and Travis's home.
clicked up and left to a hotel. But I'm the villain? I know everyone's business. Samaya, I know your business. Tread lightly. I'm done being nice. Like, I swear to God. I had to wake up and grab my balls and realize who I was. Like, I'm not gonna let you girls walk all over me, trash my image, and make me feel like I didn't just treat you guys to a good ass time.
Things escalated quickly after that. Alabama claimed that one of the girls she invited was found in her bed with a random guy. which she saw as a major sign of disrespect in her own home. Live streams followed. Insults were exchanged publicly. Alabama admitted that she and another girl went below the belt during an argument, criticizing each other's appearances and personal lives. The conflict became messy and personal. Another layer was added when accusations surfaced about her sleeping schedule. One of the girls claimed Alabama sleeps until 6 p.m. every day and lacks structure. Alabama responded by saying she's a night owl and operates differently.
Somebody texted me something about coke, the drug, I don't know. And they were alleging that some of the girls were doing coke. And I asked Alabama about it, and Alabama basically stated that she said she knows where the rumors started.
Denying the insinuations tied to those claims. Again, substance-related rumors were mentioned, but they remain unverified speculation. The internet quickly divided into camps, with some accusing Alabama of entitlement and others defending her right to set boundaries. Then came the revelation that certain friends had signed non-disclosure agreements before collaborating or staying over. When asked if she warned someone to tread lightly under an NDA, she confirmed it. While NDAs are common in Los Angeles entertainment circles, applying them to friendships raises complicated questions about trust and protection. It protects privacy, but it also suggests a lack of complete confidence in the people around you.
Like a crybaby. All I wanted was friends. Like, I wasn't trying to be weird to any of these girls, at all.
I never did anything negative towards these women, and I've never tried intentionally to hurt any of these girls. I'm so tired of this internet shit. I promise you guys won't see me on here for a long time. The fact that I'm even crying on live is so ugly. This is so ugly. It's so out of character for me. I'm just so sick of people always trying to make me out to be the bad guy when I didn't do shit to them but try and be a good friend.
The most shocking moment happened during a phone call with a male friend who was allegedly recording. During the call, Alabama revealed she had experienced a chemical pregnancy. She explained she didn't even know she was pregnant initially and described it as an emotional subject. That private conversation was later shared publicly, which deeply upset viewers. Regardless of opinions about the earlier drama, many agreed that leaking such a vulnerable moment crossed a line. Shortly afterward, Alabama broke down on livestream. She cried and said she never intentionally tried to hurt anyone. She expressed frustration at being portrayed as the villain and admitted that all she wanted was real friendship. That statement resonated with many viewers. Soon after, she went private on social media and stopped responding publicly. This situation raises bigger questions about growing up in the spotlight. Being the daughter of Travis Barker and the stepdaughter of Kourtney Kardashian means living under constant public scrutiny. Every argument becomes content. Every mistake becomes discourse. Alabama has experienced public feuds before, including her past online conflict with Bhad Bhabie. But this situation felt different. It wasn't about rivalry. It felt like isolation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This isn't new news, by the way.
This is old because I think I do remember this.
I accidentally posted that I had a miscarriage, and everyone knew that I had a miscarriage, and I just never spoke on it. But that's the real reason I wanted Malaya at my house in the first place. So, shit, if she's not gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. It's embarrassing as hell, and that's the truth. So that happened. It was like a chemical pregnancy, whatever the case may be. I didn't even know I was pregnant, but then I just had my miscarriage, whatever. That's not something I really want to get too deep on because that's an emotional subject for me. But my point being is that I just wanted my friend, Maj. That's it. And she's trying to make it seem like I was trying to take her away from her grandma.
When someone grows up with extreme privilege, they may attract people easily. But determining who is there for genuine connection versus access can become incredibly complicated. Flying friends out for a luxury weekend might look glamorous from the outside, but underneath it can carry expectations, power dynamics, and silent doubts. The Valentine's weekend may not have been about entitlement at all. It may have been about loneliness. Alabama has resources, influence, and visibility, but none of those guarantee loyalty. None of them prevent heartbreak. And sometimes, the hardest place to build authentic relationships is in a world where everyone is watching, and some may be waiting for a misstep. Whether someone sides with Alabama or her former friends, the situation highlights how fragile modern friendships can become when they unfold in public. In the end, the real question isn't who won the argument. It's whether someone raised under constant attention can ever fully trust the people around them. Because if this Valentine's weekend showed anything, it's that luxury can create unforgettable moments, but it cannot manufacture genuine connection.